Good morning, afternoon, evening. It depends on what time of the day you're watching. This is Asia Samuels Baxter from Style Me Image Consultancy, Fix Up Look Smart and Style Me Fitness. We're going to be talking about a whole range of topics today, from business, events, you name it, we're going to discuss it. Today, I'm going to give you some content details a little bit later on, but today we're going to be talking to a wonderful gentleman by the name of Patrick Thomas, who runs a company called Reds 5599 TV. Okay, so tune in. Let's hear about Patrick.
So hi Aisha, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
Not too bad. How was your journey here today?
The journey was okay, it's the traffic. And parking was horrendous. What about yours?
Oh, me? Oh, I took the bus.
Oh, smart.
Let the bus take the stress. Let the train take the strain.
But you took the bus, so let the bus take the whatever.
You take the rust, yeah.
Take the rust. I know, it's so silly. Anyway, so how's the week been so far?
The week, I'm still suffering from last bank holiday May.
Right, what did you do?
I did many things. I was down at the Afro Hair and Beauty. I think the last time, or from the last show we did, we mentioned the May Day festival where we had the Morris dancers go around the Maypole.
That's right, I remember you talking about that, yeah.
Yeah, and so for the general community here in the UK, up and down the country, there would be the May Day festival where people would be dancing around the maypole and twisting it, and you have Morris dancing, and slapping each other and
also, will you be getting up and giving us a demonstration maybe?
No, because my name ain't Morris.
I did try.
My name ain't.
I just want to ask a quick question. As you know, Style Me Image Consultancy is about styling and image profiling and stuff, and I want to know the significance of your hat because you seem to wear it quite a bit. It looks good, but I just want to see, is there a story behind it?
Yeah. Yes, there is a story behind it. I mean, usually what comes with the hat is a cloak and a mask, which is half black and half white. It comes from the character in the James Bond movie Baron Samedi, and what makes it fantastic is all I need to do is wear the hat and people go to me, Baron Samedi. So I don't even need to wear the mask or even the gown. So what it represents our spirit from deepest, darkest Africa, from whence we came from, but we're here right at the moment. But our spirit, right from our almost ancestral place in Africa. So this is mysteriously or mystery carrying some of that. But the man who normally wears a hat like this in Africa is usually kind of called the witch doctor.
Oh,
right.
She says moving away slightly.
No, but the witch doctor magic is actually based on science and psychology, which is almost the same as the medicine that we have in your GP when you go and see your doctors, because a lot of it is psychology. And so you say psychology, all right. So before they release a pill on the market, it is tested.
Oh, that's
it's
right.
It's tested with let's say 100 people, and they gave 50 of the people a placebo, a sugar pill, and they gave 50 people the pill with the chemical in it. And they find about 25% of the people who have taken the placebo,
they die.
They get well. You find 25% of the people who take that pill, actually not 25%, there's a percentage who actually die because they have an epileptic shock. They have a reaction to that. The first thing they ask you when you go into hospital is, are you allergic to penicillin? Because 90% of us, penicillin has a beneficial effect, but I think 10% of us, it actually kills us.
It kills, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But back to the placebo. So 50% gets a sugar pill, 50% get. For the people who get, you got a call coming through.
I'm so sorry, people. Just excuse me. Maybe Patrick can still explain to you.
Okay, a call coming in. Right, so a placebo effect. So 50% of the people that actually take the pill, actually there is a positive effect. And 50% of the people actually have no effect whatsoever. And you find with the placebo, 50% of the people actually gets better because they believe that what they've taken actually works. So back to the witch doctor, it means when it comes to psychology and science, so that's part of the psychology. The science is the herbs and medicines that are found in the locality. Some of them are very, very powerful, as they say, very, very potent, and they do work, right? And how do you think modern medicine actually comes about? It comes about actually watching indigenous population take their local remedies and herbs. It's taken away from them, it's analyzed, and it's reproduced synthetically, then sold back to you. Then they turn around and they tell you, don't use those remedies or those old ways of, only this pill works for you, but you have to pay for the pill. And here's what, you don't even know what's in the pill, right? They wouldn't even tell you, So that's the thing about the hat. So it's about science and psychology. But today, this is part of the Aisha and Friends show, and so we've got many things happening and many guests. One of the guests is a bit late, so they just given us a call and telling us where they're at.
And I've just bought a little gift for Patrick here.
Ooh.
Every little try that, Patrick. Something different, isn't it?
I've got a hat with a feather.
There you go. How lovely. How dashing does he look now? He looked dashing before.
I'm a cowboy. I'm a real cowboy.
Yeah, that looks quite nice.
There's a feather in my hat.
So as I was saying, one of our guests is just a bit lost, so his name's Jason. It's actually his birthday today. He's going to be advertising some of his little business products.
Actually, I feel like a law enforcement officer.
I think it looks really good, actually. It looks really nice.
I'm the ranger around here.
Yeah.
I'm the law around here. Get off your horse.
Get off your horse and drink your milk.
Yeah, and tie it to the, if not, we're going to fine you, I don't know, a couple of dollars.
So anyway, sometimes we ask Patrick questions. I know this isn't really going to go out properly, and he's sort of divulged into politics or whatever. And let's try and if we can backtrack a little bit. So Patrick, what is your plans in the next 3 months? Have you got any events coming up, or are you out there for hiring? Can people contact you to hire you for different weddings, funerals, you name it?
I think last time I wore a hat like this at an event, somebody came up to me and said, am I working tonight?
Oh, and how much? And your response was?
Right, so that's why
That's
why, thank you very much for the hat, I love it.
Yeah, take it off, but it's fine, Right. My pleasure.
So you see, that's probably why I wear this hat.
Because it's so big for him, look at his little head.
Yeah, because it has a more serious implication to it.
What are you trying to say about me, mate?
Well,
No,
I mean, yes.
You take the feather out.
No.
Keep the orange out.
No. Keep it.
Okay, you can leave it like this.
We can talk about hats and the effect that hats have.
I know.
Right. Though your question was about what's next?
happening?
What's
Yeah.
next? Well, we are now in the month of June, right? And we've just gone through May, which is obvious. Bank holiday. Now we've just been through 3 bank holidays. What you say there? We had Easter. We had the first bank holiday in May, and we've just gone through the second bank holiday in May. We had several carnivals, usually Reading and Luton. Reading, have I been to Reading Carnival? No, I can't remember. I've been to Luton a couple of times. Hi to the people in Luton, hi to the people in the Carnival Centre, which was a purposely built building for Carnival in Luton. So that was the bank holiday. There is going to be carnivals coming up and down the country. And so we're blessed with good weather at the moment. So we have another,
Sorry, excuse me.
we have another call just coming through. Another person with us. Now, yes. So we got carnivals. So we're in June. We've got carnivals up and down the country, and there's going to be lots of events during June. This year we've got Windrush. What are we celebrating? We're celebrating Windrush Day. I can't remember what it is. If it's 50 something. Yeah, but so there's lots of Windrush events, and there's lots of them on. In fact, around the 22nd of June. And so if you look at, but no, so there's loads of things happening out there in the parks, and certain places have street festivals. I'm down there in Islington, so we have about 3 street festivals. One is the Cali Festival. I think that's around the 17th of June. They shut off the whole of Caledonian Road, and there are stalls and entertainers and things. So that's Islington. And then at the end of it, we have one called the Manor Garden. I think they call it the Wellbeing Festival. I think it's at the end of June, last weekend in June. And they've been doing that one for about 100 years, I've heard. And last time I was there, I saw the Pearly King and Queen. And you know, these are people that are part of the tradition of the UK, but the Pearly King and Queen isn't promoted so much in British culture, you know. So there's going to be loads of events. We are going to be in a great time of political upheaval, because we'll reach a point where we haven't got a prime minister, and in a couple of days her official resignation, the undead prime minister will finally leave office in a couple of days' time. She's just finished hosting the Veterans Day parade with Donald Trump, which was yesterday. She's over in France at the moment, today as we speak, with the French president. The couple of days before that, there was an official banquet at the Queen's residence, was at the palace, and that was with Donald Trump, the President of America. So we are going to be in very interesting political times here in the UK.
Indeed.
We don't know who's going to be our next Prime Minister, whether it be a woman or a man. The last count, we had about 12 candidates going up to be the leader of the Conservative Party, and therefore being Prime Minister. But it makes me think, if you resign and they put you in, isn't it the electorate UK people of Britain have to vote you in and say, we accept you as Prime Minister. If your party puts you forward as the leader and Prime Minister, it's not really legitimate, is it? So
Questions.
yeah.
Phone us in if you know the answer. 07956 597 501. Interesting, Patrick.
So as you're saying, June. What's happening in June? Do you know how much years we? Do you know how much year? It's a real question. Do you know how much years we celebrating for the Win Wrestling this year?
No, I don't actually.
All right, we got to find that out. But Windrush Day is the 22nd. There's going to be loads of events happening. We'll tell you more.
Is it
about
22nd of this month? Yeah.
22nd of June, yeah. So there's going to be loads of things. So do you want to give us a little bit of what's on before you get back to my questioning, and it was what I was going to do in the next 3 months?
Sorry, say that again.
Do you want to give us a little bit of what's on? Or
What's on? Okay, so what have we got on? We've got. Let me go onto my phone actually, because I've got a few other things that's on. In the meantime, while I'm looking for myself, you went to the Afro Hair and Beauty. Can you tell us what your take was on that? Yeah.
my take.
While I'm looking for my stuff here,
My take.
because I think you attend every year.
No, you know what's fascinating about Afro Hair and Beauty is that there's some years I'm actually outside of Afro Hair and Beauty, giving out flyers. And a couple of years ago, I was out there giving out flyers. And believe you me, actually I have just as much fun being outside of events. No, let me strike that off. I have just as much fun outside the Afro Hair and Beauty, not necessarily, as I would have inside, because outside you can actually talk to people and you've got their attention, and whereas inside you've got a lot of noise, you've got a lot of things happening, you've got a lot of distraction or what have you. And so this year I was inside, I was working on one of the stand, Reshore Marketing, and we were selling some healthy insoles and socks that helps with your deportment, spinal correction, so that you wouldn't have any pain in your hips, your knees, and your ankles. Because once your spine is aligned, then you're more comfortable. If your spine is out of line, it means there's more wear on hips, ankles, knees, and the bones in your feet, right? So once you're in alignment, it is much better for you health-wise. Plus you smile.
Yeah.
And when you smile,
The whole world smiles with you.
that is true.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for somebody, you're more likely to be attracted to that person if you're smiling. If you're looking for money or work, whatever, you're more likely to attract that to you. Not only that, your family is going to be happy with you because you've got more money coming in. Right?
It's a win-win.
So your whole family,
lose, yeah.
so your immediate family around you is going to be happy, and then your outer family, your nephews, your nieces, your uncles, because you're happy, they're gonna feel happy, right? So everybody's gonna feel happy, just from you making sure that you buy the product that we were selling, which helps with your deportment, with helping you walk properly, with helping you feel comfortable. We'll tell you more about that product.
Yeah.
Another time.
My phone is basically
Playing you up.
playing me up. I can't get any information on there. As you can see, I'm trying to get onto Facebook to get a few events up, so I can tell you about, but it's not coming up. So I'm just going to go and tell you about I don't know if you've been to the Private Affair, run by Edgar Cornelius down at the, it's actually the Cornelius restaurant. It's not a coincidence. It's not, as he will tell you, it's not his restaurant, but names are the same and stuff, which is a good thing. And it's on Friday the 21st of June, down at 1 at New River Avenue, London N87QD. No jeans, no caps, baseball no trainers, no baseball, oh baseball caps, that's baseball's in brackets there. And it's called Live the Life You Love. I think Edgar always has sort of a theme. It's not a dress theme, it's just a theme for the night. There's loads of places you can get your tickets from, but I'm just going to give you Edgar's, if I can find Edgar's number. Oh yeah, so I'm going to give you Edgar's number, which is 07982 394 138. I actually went Friday gone. I hadn't been there for ages. I am actually selling tickets as well, but it was lovely. There's a lot of people there. Really turned out really nicely, and the restaurant is just amazing. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. And if you haven't been, just go and check it out. You know, go and support. You know, last Friday was in aid of sickle cells. I'm not sure I don't think this one is for any particular charity, but it's just really a lovely night out for mature, you know, like ourselves and stuff. Have you been, Patrick?
I went to the old place, but this is the new place there.
Yeah.
I haven't been. It's a great event. It finishes very late or very early in the morning, and it's not for the. It's for those who are young in heart and got plenty of energy and stuff. But okay, so you've given out the info on that, Aisha. But for your show, how would we contact you? Have you got a? Even if you haven't done it, what are you thinking of doing in order?
Do you know what? This is the second recorded. I mean, this was just a test run. This one today and stuff, but. We're forever thinking about how to bring this forward, this broadcasting, and we want it to be there's a unique selling point, something different from what the norm, what you get. So if you've got any ideas, please do contact us on 07956 597 501, or there's Patrick's contacts. What's your number, Patrick?
Well, I'll tell you what you do. You can tweet me.
Okay.
At Red5599, so that's RED 5599. And if you put that in the search engine, a whole heap of things come up.
Yeah.
And you could choose anyone to communicate to me by. Facebook, you could private message me. My phone numbers and stuff will come up, but basically just tweet hashtag Red5599 or at Red5599. The Twitter thing seems to be one of the things that's happening at the moment. But tell me, Aisha, you see loads of people have the most up-to-date mobile phones, but do they really know how to use it?
Do you know what? I don't know how to use it, so I'm assuming, you know, there's a few people out there that don't know how to use it, and just the amazing stuff some of the mobiles can do, and some of the invasive stuff that some mobiles can basically invade your lives, you know. That would be a great subject point, actually, to speak about what some of these mobile phones and how much input the government has, and it's like a big brother. Yeah.
Well, it's Big Brother. I mean, I managed to get on the major. I didn't get on but the topic got onto the major networks, and it was about the police actually using this facial recognition, and they were testing it out in Newham, and it managed to raise a profile in the media for a short while a few weeks back about how you feel about the police using facial recognition on the streets. And they managed to find a white guy for not, because he covered up his face.
Yeah.
But the twist there wasn't because he covered up his face, it's because of some other, they find him because of a disruptive thing he did rather than covering up his face, his reaction to the police there. But yeah, in general, consider that anything you do, anything you say, any place you go, consider somebody's watching, if it's not the government, right? If you, oh, I was in my supermarket. Two things about this supermarket. They've got no cashiers now. In fact, it's
Yeah, I'm
little.
not sure I like that.
They've got no cashiers, which was the first shock, right? Everything is a machine. In fact, the assistant actually tells you which machine is free. So that's a tremendous amount of saving on stuff. But what they're introducing now is that they are now having you use the machine with card. So you don't put any money into the machine, you have to pay by card. And the thing about the card is this, is that you can be tracked and trace exactly what you're doing with your, you can be tracked and trace exactly what you're doing with your card. So that, with your mobile phone, with your credit card, with your Oyster card, with cameras on the street, that program, Person of Interest, comes into play there. But in general, I don't think you should be worried that much, as long as you make sure everything that you do is correct. But the reason why people do things that are not correct is because economically they can't afford it, or they're trying to avoid paying for something, not necessarily doing something, because if you're in the wrong for not doing something, that isn't economical. It means you have to spend the time and energy and get whatever you need, or do whatever you need to do before you go from A to B. Before you get to B, you got to get this from A and that from A and what have you. And because you haven't got it, you can't go to B. So therefore, you're in the wrong, and so maybe they'll be looking for you. They track you down all the time, just from your mobile phone now. And recently they've said that if a woman actually goes to the police and says that she's raped, she has been raped, or accused somebody of rape, they would take, in order to go forward with their prosecution, they're now requested to take that person's mobile phone and go through all the details on it, all the text messages, all the pictures, right? So when it comes to law enforcement in relation to your personal accusation of somebody, they might ask you for your phone records, your mobile phone basically, and they would take all the data off it. But something a bit more sinister that I've been hearing is that we've had smartwatches that are actually listening to people, and if you're not careful, your mobile phone can be switched on remotely and you can be listened to and recorded to. So that is a major thing. Also, this thing about these, is it Syria? These automatic these things that you talk to that you give instruction to, they are always listening to you, and not only are they computer monitored, they have human people actually listen to what you've said to it and manage to All right, so this is a real live show and walking on. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hello, sir. Bless
I should come take the seat and we will continue because this is live and direct and there ain't no cuts. This is real and this is. No, we're not gonna cut. We are gonna continue live. Yeah, take the seat. Because you did go and answer the doorbell.
I did go and answer the door and answer the phone. I'm so sorry. Got to be done. Are we going to cut it for a minute? I need to find out about. We can have a little. Come on.